This is my prisoner's ID card. That's my prisoner's ID card when I was locked up in Towson, Maryland. Alright? I was making a movie and I'm still doing it. It's a live feeds. And I'm using social media to use you, to use you. Toys for this. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, there's toys for this. We got toys for this. This is where we're going to pick it up off of. This is the art of getting money. This is Letters Design, the movie. The movie was about toilets. The toilet that I put in Towson was a prop for the movie. You feel me? The movie. It's the art of getting money. The art of getting money, y'all. But I'm gonna give you the Constitution. You gave me an award, a Community Innovative Award, and part of my activism was using toilets. Toilets represent how you treat Black America. You treat us like shit. So I turned shit to sugar and sugar to shit, and I did it on film, and I'm gonna have fun to do with it. We're gonna squeeze the conversation about racism. We're gonna squeeze the conversation about being Black and white America. We're gonna squeeze the conversation about the war on drugs. We're gonna squeeze the conversation about a lot of things. And we're gonna do it right here. This is my new pet. This is my new prop. Because I'm doing this all day long. I want to make sure that the world get to see this, because you pay attention to dumbass shit. I'm up here at the Corinthians, because this is where I work at. It's part of my job. This is what pays for my activism. When I do a party and get money off of these grills, it pays for my activism. You feel me? It also pays for my philanthropy. When I feed the homeless, when I do things in the community. When I got out of jail in 2011, I was homeless. I didn't have a place to stay. I didn't have nothing. You feel me? So I started this homeless feed. And I've been doing this homeless feeding for 7 years. You feel me? I didn't have nothing. I came out of jail with nothing. You feel me? But look where I am now. 7 years of hard work. Y'all lied on me. Y'all called me a terrorist. Y'all called me a terrorist because I was making a documentary about y'all. It ain't no law against making a movie. That toilet was artwork and evidence, and that's my film producer. If I'm making a movie, I don't have to tell you I'm making a movie about you. But I informed you that I was making a movie. You feel me? The movie was about the politics in Maryland. It was about mass incarceration in your prison industry. If I go to jail, I got to share that toilet with my inmate, with other inmates. You know what I'm saying? We keep our water in there, keep it cold, wash our socks, our drawers. You feel me? And I just use the toilet as a prop. It's evidence for a federal investigation in the Baltimore County courts. I want Greg Bernstein's cases investigated. I want Scott Schellenberger fully investigated. And Scott Schellenberger, that toilet I put in Towson was all about you. That's why you had me locked up. If the grand jury sees that toilet, if the Department of Justice investigates that toilet, they're gonna lock up a lot of politicians. I put it all on film so we can take it to the festival. Like I said, my shit is legit. My paperwork in order. And Obi been protecting this shit since 2014 because I gave it to her. I gave it to Bilal. I gave it to you rat-ass politicians that's doing that's doing his work. Y'all say that y'all want to make the community safe. And the community safe because y'all got black faces. Y'all don't call it racism. You know what I'm saying? But it is racism. It's racism on your own people. You feel me? Just because you're carrying out an agenda for mass incarceration, but it's put out through the white people and it's administered through black faces, that's racism too. That's white supremacy. Read the Willie Lynch letters. Read the Willie Lynch letters and see if I'm telling you something that ain't right. Because you can go to the grand jury about this. You can go to Judge Cox about this. You can go to Judge Turnbull about this. The movie's about your prison industry. It's about you rats in public office that's promoting racism and white supremacy. There goes arts right there, governor's office. So y'all got this. My community service in the community for the last 7 years is unprecedented by anybody else in the community. I put my work against anybody else in Baltimore City, Baltimore County, with no money, homeless, and still do what I do. You feel me? I gave it to God a long time ago. I live in faith and I enjoy his favor. That's why I do the things I do. I'm not bitter, I'm better. Because I can see the light at the end of the tunnel. We looking for Netflix. We looking for YouTube. We looking for Showtime documentary. We're going to distribute this shit to internationally, not just in America. I'm looking for international play. criminalization of poverty. You feel me? I'm looking for international play because we're talking about immigration. But we're going to talk about some of the immigrants that weren't immigrants. We're going to talk about the making of a slave. We're going to talk about the slaves. We're going to talk about the Willie Lynch letters. We're talking about Frederick Douglass. We're going to talk about Nat Turner. We're going to talk about Harriet Tubman. We're going to talk about Marcus Garvey. You feel me? And we're going to have this conversation about race and racism in America. Keep your eyes on me and keep your head up. Contact Governor O'Malley. Contact Mayor Pugh. Contact the police. Because you can't keep criminalizing being black. You think beating that black man up and he quitting his job because he was the police? No, you do that a whole lot more. The fact is that we got a camera now. We click, aim, and shoot what you do. And we want more than just a suspension. We want more than a resignation. We want him criminally charged. We want him charged under the Constitution the same way you charge us. You feel me? I'm a black Republican, and I'm going to get blacks to join the Republican Party so we can address racism. We're going to address racism, police brutality, and we're going to show you the role that your government plays in this. It's the art of protest. I use a camera, a toilet, and dumbass toys. It's the arts of promotion. I don't need 1 million people to march. I need 1 million people to pay attention. And people pay attention to what I got to say. I'll stand downtown and shut the streets down. I cook for the community and feed thousands. I'm good in the hood, and I'm good wherever I go. That's Governor O'Malley. You feel me? That's Governor O'Malley. Minority Affairs. You feel me? That's my lawyer. I fired my lawyer and defended myself because my lawyer participated in the fraud in the court. My lawyer participated in the fraud in the court. They destroyed evidence and my lawyer never filed any motions for dismissal. My lawyer filed no motions. My lawyer asked me to plead guilty to a crime I didn't commit. But the government had the DVD of my innocence. You feel me? Video vigilante. Dog, I was holding y'all accountable. I was showing the corruption in your courts. And I've been showing you since 2009, dear Judge Turnbull, the Honorable Judge Turnbull, concerning my denial of due process and equal protection under the rights. All right? Attorney Schellenberger, case number. Get that case number. That's why Schellenberger locked me up. That's about being black and white America. You ain't got no rights. I am Dred Scott. And I'm just showing you your courts and your access to the courts. And I use Martin to do it. Y'all want another uprising or riot? No, I want peace. I do want peace, but I will defend myself. If a police put his hands on somebody like that again, I suggest you do a citizen's arrest. I don't give a fuck if it's legal or not. It ain't legal what he did to me. It ain't legal what you doing to us. So if you got 20 people in, you got 5 police, that's 4 people per each police. Pin their ass down. Take their handcuffs, handcuff their ass to something until 911 call and the police come let the police go. Start taking back your communities. You got numbers. Use them. If I can go to jail, you can go to jail too. Man wasn't built for jail. Jail was built for man. And it's time that our politicians start going to jail too. Media, you don't get no pass neither. If I see you in the streets and you had something to do with my illegal incarceration and you lied and you put out falsehoods, I'm going to hold you accountable. I'm going to hold you to the letter of the law. The shielding law don't apply if you sit here. The shielding law does not apply to the media when the media only lies to the public. If they put out propaganda that they know is untrue and had evidence of it being untrue, then the media is libelous in defamation and libelous statements by your media. The Baltimore Sun, WBAL, WJZ, everybody that said that I was a terrorist and used that phrase is liable. Check your laws, because I know them. And Bobby Zirkin, you is most definitely part of the investigation because the corruption led it right to you and your judiciary position. The movie was about Bobby Zirkin, Scott Schellenberger, Greg Bernstein, Judge Turnbull, Judge Souter, It was about your courts and the laws that y'all passed for mass incarceration. I showed you slavery then, and I'm showing you slavery now. I am Frederick Douglass. I am Trayvon Martin. I am Tyrone West. I am black and white America. And being black and white America, we do these things. I don't like dogs for the simple reason I'm a 50s baby. Y'all used to sick dogs on us. You feel me? So I don't have that love for dogs, but I got Whitey. Whitey is a reminder. And that's why I call him Whitey, to remind me. And I like that toilet too, because that reminds me of jail. Jesus had a cross, dog, that's my cross. Martin had a dream, dog, this my dream. Malcolm had a gun, this my gun. Shorty got a toilet, yeah, this my toilet. This the shit we got to deal with. If I'm locked up in jail, we got to put our waters in that toilet to keep them cold on hot ass summer days. While y'all down at Summer Jam and Afram, we up in there baking like potatoes in that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So mass incarceration in the prison industry, that's my shit. It's about Keith Davis, you feel me? Cause he in prison for a crime he didn't commit. I'm fight for Keith Davis, Tyrone West. I'm a prisoner's right advocate. I'm a community activist. I do so much shit in the community y'all don't realize. I mean, y'all do realize it, but y'all wonder how and why. I do it because I have no relationships. You feel me? I'm a nomad. I'm a nomad in America, and I'm a nomad in Baltimore, because see, I ain't got no family ties. I got family relationships because I built that. That's Shorty's Bootleg Barbecue. That's Shorty's Bootleg Barbecue. I'm a prisoner's right advocate, N62528. Google that. State of Illinois versus Dwayne Davis, 1986. Dog, I came here to the city of Baltimore straight out of the penitentiary. And I've been rolling ever since. So anybody got any issues with me, I'm at the Corinthians damn near every day. I'm here September the 8th, and then I'll be here every day during football season. I'm the cook. I'm the pit boss. This is my kitchen. This is my hood. This is my community. I'm good in Baltimore City, Baltimore County. You know me on Falls Road. You know me on President Street. You know me in City Hall. You know me in Annapolis. The issue of racism, the issue of mass incarceration, those issues are going to be addressed. When I get blacks to join the Republican Party and they wearing dreads, hoodies, dog, you got to deal with that. Blacks joined the Republican Party when they was freed from slavery in 1800s. Blacks joined the Republican Party, and since we had such a high density of black people, we had the Senate and the Congress overwhelmed. That's when you started writing Jim Crow laws. Loitering, looking at white people, reckless eyeballing, out-talking white people, louder than white people. You know what I'm saying? You pass these Jim Crow laws, and the same Jim Crow laws are reinvented in 2018. And those black faces on this storyboard are passing them laws. Mass incarceration would not exist if he didn't put the bills in and they didn't sign them. She supported that bill. You feel me? These are the black faces that are doing the new face of Jim Crow. These are the black faces doing white supremacy. You can't blame Donald Trump. Blame yourself. Blame your black community. Blame your black leaders. Not one black leader said end the war on drugs. Not one black leader or the Judiciary Committee said end the war on drugs, but you want to give opioid treatment to white people, but you want to incarcerate black people. That's slavery under the 13th Amendment. You feel me? If Martin was here, he wouldn't accept it. If Malcolm was here, he wouldn't accept it. I'm here, and I'm not accepting it. I don't want to riot. But don't think you're just going to keep whooping my ass.